now give it up for that American
shit. Yo, what up everybody? Gonna do a little deck profile. First I'm gonna talk about it. Seeing a lot of people make this deck on Dueling Network. I don't know why, but well, I mean now I know why, because the deck is not bad. The deck is Blackwings. Blackwings are like, they lost their power after pretty much Icarus Attack, Goyo, and Kalut. Like they just stopped being ran. I don't know why, but I decided to try them out myself, and the deck isn't bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. You got one Dorkwand. You got Uno Gorbs, because you don't like set a whole lot of back rows too much. You only play 8 traps and 9 spells or something like that. It's 40 cards, so I don't know. 3 Sirocco. I think your monster count should be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Like is maxed out on every Blackwing, because for one, you always want to keep monster presence with this deck because your combos need to go off. Yeah, I think it's pretty crucial for you to keep monster presence, because if you don't, then your synchros don't really go through unless you have like instant like blizzard plays or something like that. 3 Shura, again max out on everything. 3 Shura has always been staple because you just grab whatever you can and shit like that, and it combos with Trishula with this guy. You special, or you summon Shura, special Bora, then you go into Vayu. You can also, with this deck, go into Decisive Arms very easily. I don't know if that's a hint to know when agents come out, because you can get mad pluses when Decisive Arms is actually good. So maybe in like a Lightsworn format, or maybe agents will do it. 1 Kalut, because it's good. Notice that I don't play well, I'm gonna go through it first. 1 Gale staple, 3 Blizzard, max out on Blackwings. 2 Vayu. This is the only one I wouldn't max out on, just because I don't like Vayu that much, and I feel like game 1 my sets will be so red if he reads a Vayu and an Icarus combo. Like if I lure and he sees a Blackwings, and he's like, oh, it's Vayu Icarus, and he's just gonna summon a monster and tag. And I guess it's okay, but I mean, 3 is okay. I tried 3, but I don't really like 3. And 2 Effect Feather. That's it for the monsters. I don't play Zephyros because I feel like Zephyros isn't really that great in the deck. You don't really bounce back anything besides like Whirlwind, Oppression, maybe Gale and Special It, or Bora Special It. But like you don't really do any like good plays with it. And when you draw it, it's just a normal Blackwing, in my opinion. And most of the time, people don't like to give you pluses, and they like Caius it, or they fucking remove it somehow. So it didn't really help me at all, so I took it out. Now for the spells: 1 Dark Hole, 1 Reborn, 1 True Nade. People don't play True Nade. I don't know why. This is always good if they go first, and you open up True Nade. They have like 3 backer. You play it, then you play it Whirlwind, and you get your searches off. Or you can go True Nade, and you have the nuts, and you go Whirlwind into Sirocco if they like set a monster or something. Whirlwind, Sirocco, Special Sirocco, Special Sirocco, or I mean Special Bora, Gale, and then pump the Bora and then attack, and like that's the nuts. So if they don't have a monster, then you definitely have game if you open up with that. But True Nade is always a good game card. I don't see why people don't run it. 1 Whirlwind, of course. I run 1 cards for Black Feathers just because I think it's still good in the deck. But my monster count is really low. Well, it's not low. I run like 3 of every. So like if I have copies, I just want to speed through and get the Whirlwind as fast as possible. And sometimes I have like multiple Blizzards or Vayu in hand. I don't like holding Vayu, so I usually just like discard it. 1 Allure, of course. 2 Dualities. I think 2 is fine in the deck, but 3 would be even better, I feel like, because Your plays are based off of combos, I feel like. So if you like want to set up a play, like you set Icarus and set like Mirror Force first turn, and then you say go, and then next turn you summon like a Shura, and if they bottomless or something, then you can chain Icarus and then combo it off. Like Pot of Duality like sets up the combos, but 2 is fine. 1 book, staple, 2 MST, and that's good because you can turn this off, or you can just get rid of their back rows. Okay, next we have the traps. We got 1 oppression, that's good. We got 1 of these because blows up their back rows if I go first, and it's nice. 1 TT, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Icarus attack, and shut up.
Beat her up.
1 Solemn Warning and 2 Solemn Warning. Well, 1 Solemn Judgment and 2 Solemn Warning. So far, deck isn't bad. It mostly loses to people who are really lucky, which, I mean, happens all the time. I went to the local on Saturday, and don't judge this deck just because I did bad, because this was a really bad day. I didn't, out of 5 rounds, it was 5 rounds of Swiss, I didn't win 1 die roll. I went undefeated, 3-0, and then I lost my last 2 because the first 3 I didn't win the die roll, but I still won because of my side deck. My side deck was pretty on point. The next 2 rounds I played Plants, which I did not draw any of my side deck. He won the die roll. He goes, and we get in this top deck war in game 3, and well, he's top decking. I'm not top decking. And he top decks a Gores, and he says go, and I'm like going for game, and he drops Gores, and I'm like, damn it. And then after that, he top decks Monster Born. So I'm like, okay, everybody gets lucky. My next round, the guy opens up. I mean, I run like 20-20 monster count, and he opens up Roll Tribute against me. I didn't know who I was. I mean, I knew I was playing a Gravekeeper, and I knew he was gonna have Roll Tribute somehow. So I opened up. It was like double Bora, Sirocco, Ashura, yeah, and like a Curse for Black Feathers. And he rolled tributes me, so he wins game 1. Game 2, I completely wreck his face with Icarus attack and Delta Crow. And then game 3, he opens up tribute again, except this time he only hit 3 monsters. He had Cyber Dragon, Thunder King, and Shura, and I had MST and something else. And I drew something really bad. I don't know. I think it was like a Blizzard that drew it really bad. And the guy was really bad. And I don't know. He didn't have Duality or freaking Solemn Warning or Graveyard. That just goes to show that anybody can win with that fucking deck. And it's so autopilot stupid, but whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much the deck. I hope you guys liked it, and watch my shit. Peace.